Hi guys, this is going to be Q&A part 3. Just got out of the shower. It is Tuesday morning, about 9:10. And I'm going to answer these questions. There's quite a lot of questions. I believe there's like 30. So this is going to be long, so get a snack, get a beverage, whatever you like, and find out more about me. So let's get started. The first 10 questions are from Strat Chick, who has watched me for a while and is a sweet, sweet girl. Always comments and says nice things to me, so thanks for watching. The first question is, what's the best face mask that you have ever used? In terms of sheet masks, we already know the answer, right? Facial Essence sheet mask in cucumber. I get them at Big Lots. You can get them on eBay. They're a lot more expensive, obviously. As for other type of masks, I haven't tried a ton of high-end masks just because I think that the cheaper alternatives that I found do a really good job on my skin. At least I think so, if I must say so myself. But I do love the Freeman Dead Sea Minerals mask. That is usually $3 to $4, and for a drugstore, cheap alternative is really nice. I do not like their peel-off mask from Freeman. I do not like the cucumber peel-off mask. I think they have like a chocolate one. I'm not a fan of peel-off masks, but those are my two suggestions for you. And I've been using DHC skincare products, and I've really been enjoying them, probably like 80% of them. So another suggestion is to go on eBay and just put DHC skincare sample lot and, buy a lot, that they'll give you tons of different samples that you could try, and maybe you'll like some of those. What's your favorite thing to do or place to go when getting out of the house? The waterfront. I live less than 2 miles, probably a mile and a half or a mile and 3/4 from the waterfront right here. It's beautiful and I love being there. I also like being like any place outdoors, by the water, having dinner, sushi, something. And really I like being anywhere by my boyfriend, so it doesn't necessarily have to be out of the house. Number 3, name a few of your favorite adult books. Some of my favorite adult books, I went through a stage where I really quite enjoyed chick lit. So I'm going to just give some authors. Marian Keyes, I believe she's an Irish author, writes really good chick lit. Of course, I liked Jane Green. I've read majority of her books. I think the last one was Dune Road. I liked Nora Roberts' Bed of Roses trilogy, I think it's called, all about weddings, wedding planner and stuff. It was really good. And of course, like the new adult books, I like Jamie Maguire, Sylvia Day, all those authors. So those are some suggestions for you. Did you ever watch Ravenwood? Thoughts? I've never watched an episode of Pretty Little Liars, but I love the spin-off. I did watch Ravenswood, and classic, Pretty Little Liars writers or ABC Family writers pretty much just made the story just drag out for so long that I think that's why it failed. And too many people are obsessed with Pretty Little Liars, and I think it failed because people were angry that Caleb wasn't on the show anymore, and such. So I did watch it. I did give up on it towards the end, so I wasn't really surprised that it was canceled. What are some of your favorite songs at the moment? I like that song 2 On. I can't play them because if I do, I am screwed. I did that in a video about 5 years ago, and because I played music in one of my like 900 videos, they won't allow me to earn ad revenue. Terrible. 2 On by Tinashe. I like, God, that's hard. Honestly, I don't really listen to a lot of radio, so like I listen to my songs that I like, which is like 90s, Show Me Love, Robin S., CeCe Painston, Finally, When I Hear Music, Debbie V, I think that's what it is, Shakira, Counting Stars, all those songs. So I don't really necessarily listen to the radio. More from her. In our society where we're judged so much on our looks and our size, how do you stay so positive and strong being a larger woman? I've recently gained weight and don't feel comfortable in my own skin whatsoever. I don't get out as much as I used to. Advice. Asking because I watch your channel and I respect reviews. Alright. It's kind of been I guess maybe people are surprised by the fact of how confident I am. I've always been that way. And I started pretty much being overweight about 13 years old. So, like, around the time that, I developed and started my woman things, and I just got used to being a larger person. It's normal to me. I don't know what it would feel like to be normal sized. But I dress for my size, and that's one of the biggest advice things is that don't try to continue to wear old clothes or things that don't fit your shape anymore. But honestly, I don't know if you have a partner or if you're looking to date or what, but men and women alike agree that confidence is the most attractive thing that a person can have. And pretty much anyone that I've ever dated has always kind of been not surprised, but that's what kind of intrigued them about me, because I was so confident and I knew what I deserve, and I knew what it was. So that just intrigued them more to want to get to know more about me. And then of course they fall in love with me, right? No, I'm kidding. But you have to believe that you're beautiful and believe that you deserve the best, and that you're worth something, not just, you're not worthless because you may be overweight now or you put on some weight. It's so wrong. And when, beauty comes in all sizes, and, I've known some of the most beautiful people that I've ever looked at, like, are larger women. They just the way that they carry themselves. There's a lot of people that I follow on Instagram that are plus size models that are just flawless and stunning. So honestly, and I'm sure you already know, beauty does not come in one specific size. And I just know that it's just weight. Weight can be lost. If you're already a beautiful person, have beautiful features, that doesn't go away. So, just because you may put on 20 pounds, doesn't mean you're not beautiful anymore. So, find that inner confidence, girl. Next one. I believe you grew up in Michigan. I may be wrong. How was life in general as a kid? Michigan looks gorgeous. I'm from Texas, hot and humid. Michigan is, wow, that's a really interesting question. Michigan, okay, obviously I grew up in the suburbs of Detroit, and lived about 10 miles from the city borders, but about 15 to 18 from the center of Detroit. So honestly, to get to downtown Detroit, like 20 minutes, maybe little bit longer depending on traffic. My childhood, I grew up, when I first was born I lived in a trailer, and then we moved about a year and a half later. We built a house, and then we moved when my brother was born. Like, he was going to be born in 3 months, and then we lived there for about 5 years, and then we moved to the house that my parents still live in as of 1992. So we moved because my brother had learning disability. He was born with half his brain damage and the umbilical cord on his neck, and my parents knew that he was going to need a good special education schooling. So we moved someplace that had better schools. And pretty much growing up, my family, for the most part, lived within 10-15 minutes of me, besides my uncle, who lived maybe a half hour tops. We all lived pretty close together. I did cheerleading for like 7 years. I also did basketball. My brother did Boy Scouts, baseball. I did a lot of clubs after school. I learned sign language. I went to comic, like cartooning which I can't remember any of it. I still can't draw. Um, I was on the honor roll. I love to read. I learned how to read at 2.5. What else? I was a really smart kid. When I moved from my old school, I moved, when we moved, I was going into second grade, and they wanted me to skip a grade. But since I was already so young for my class, I was like here it's September 1st, where's the cutoff, and I was born in June 10th, so I was like towards the last 2 months of my class, like in age. So I would have been even farther behind if my parents let me skip. So if they would have let me skip, I would have graduated and been 16, turning 17 in a few days. But it is what it is. I did graduate 2003, if you guys are curious. What else? What is it like there? It gets very cold. We have crazy winters. Fall is beautiful in Michigan. The colors. We have cider mills. You go pumpkin picking. Halloween. Almost every year you have to wear a winter jacket. Christmas. I mean, it's cold and there's usually always snow. We can get snow into April. Summers we spent in, like, you know how people always are like this for Michigan. So my grandma lived on the tip of the thumb, which is Lake Huron, and then Lake Michigan borders it as well. And it was about an hour and a half for us to go there, and we would go there all the time, spend time, because all you had to do was cross a 2-lane highway, and there was a park, and you were at the lake. So I would be there all the time, and we also went to a place at the top of the Upper Peninsula, Mackinac City, and we would stay in cabins off of a lake called Paradise Lake every single year with my grandma and grandpa, aunts, uncles, cousins. And this summer, for the first time in probably 14, 15 years, we're all doing it again at the same place, and I'm going home, and it's going to be amazing. So that's my long thing. My childhood was great, and my parents are wonderful. So what would be your last meal? You could name multiple things. I would. Last meal. Okay, this is considering that I could eat anything I wanted and my gallbladder isn't going to hurt me because my diet is a lot different right now. Last meal. Sushi, California rolls, buffalo wings, probably some sort of piece of pizza, Caesar salad. I would have to have some sort of grilled chicken or like something, maybe a grilled chicken Caesar salad. And then I would have to have some shrimp or crab or scallops or calamar or squid. I love seafood. I'm trying to think. Of course, I love fruits and vegetables, but why are you going to waste your time on that? I will, for something sweet. I'm not crazy sweet, but I think I would say peanut M&Ms. That's funny to think about. Do you plan on living in New Jersey forever? Where was your dream place to be settled? I really love being here. And I really love my boyfriend. And if I do end up staying with him and marrying him and such, I'm more than certain we'll live here. I don't know where life's going to take me. Honestly, I'm happy any place that I can feel settled and that I have people around me that I love. And I've really built like a family kind of here. I have a handful of girlfriends that have brought me into their home, like like I go there for Christmas. This year I didn't go home for Christmas for the first time, or Thanksgiving or whatever. So it's pretty much any place that I feel that I have, a circle of people that are there for me. 5, are you a pet lover? Do you have any pets? I do not have any pets because, honestly, my apartment is really messed up when it comes to having a dog. You have to pay so much more money. You have to have a pet deposit that you won't get back. And I like to come and go as I please, and also, like, unlike her, I don't want to annoy my neighbors if my dog is obnoxious when I leave. So if I'm gone for several hours, I don't want to have to worry about coming home and taking the dog out and this and that. It may be selfish, but all my friends have pets or dogs, so I get to see all their animals. And I do love dogs, but I also think it's cruel to have a dog in an apartment. I really don't want to have a dog until I have a yard. So, okay, Anna V. All the rest of these questions are from Anna V. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Elf. What do you think about the TV show The Bachelor or The Bachelorette? I do watch them. I haven't watched The Bachelorette this year. I usually watch The Bachelor, but honestly, after Juan Pablo, I think I'm done with The Bachelor. Honestly, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And it's obvious, like, a lot of people are not on there to find love. They're on there to get their own spin-off or be someone that they're not, and it's just not reality to me. So I don't really watch anymore. Who is your favorite celebrity couple? I don't know. I mean, I'm not super into celebrity things. I love Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, right? Who is your favorite celebrity? Kat Von D. Is there a book or movie which has changed your life or reviews? There's several, but one of the ones that really changed me, and this may be cliche, but it's true. I read this in 2008. I was finishing college. It took me 5 years because I moved all around. And I read it in the last month or two that I was about to graduate college, which, if you graduated college, you know what a feat it is to go through the process of going through all those classes and all the work and finally coming to an end. And to me, it felt like my life was really going to begin because I had nothing holding me down and no classes. I didn't have to do this and that. And I read Eat, Pray, Love. And that book taught me to live your life now. Don't wait to do things that you want to do. And also enjoy the moment. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy every bite of the food that you eat. You know, enjoy just... I learned so much from that book. It really changed me, and I didn't expect to like it that much. And I was reading it, and my professor in my editor's class was in his 60s, and he he saw me reading it one day before class and said, "Oh, I just finished reading that book. That book was amazing. It's inspirational." And I was just like, because I had just started it, and I finished it in like a day. And like the next time I went to class, I told him, "Oh my gosh, like this book just makes you think about things so much different." So if you haven't read Eat, Pray, Love, I really, 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 request that you do that. I suggest it. Do you have many friends? Do you go out often with your friends? Honestly, I do have friends, but I've recently cut my circle to a very small amount because I believe in quality over quantity. I don't put up with BS when it comes to friends. And I usually go out during the day with a lot of my friends. Just because a lot of them work at night or they have things to do with their boyfriend or their kids or whatever. So we'll run out and get lunch, or we'll run out to the waterfront and walk, or we'll run out and do a little shopping, stuff like that. Or I'll even just go to their house and, chill and play games. What is your favorite sport to practice? To play, I guess? I'd say basketball. What's your favorite free time activity besides reading books? I like to... honestly, searching for deals. I do a lot of research to trying to find deals of, all the hauls, the hauls that I do. And I really like doing that and like being on eBay and looking for stuff. Do you like being outside in nature? Depends on the time of the year because I'm severely allergic to pollen. And if it's too hot, I feel ill. Can you cook well? I can cook. I don't try to cook anything extravagant. Do you have siblings? I have one brother who is 27. Do you have a boyfriend? How long are you dating? Marriage, kids, plans? I do have a boyfriend, and our 3-year anniversary was on Sunday. We've known each other since we met at the end of April, and we were already dating by the middle of June, and she already said I love you like the next week. So things didn't progress pretty fast. but we've been together 3 years. And marriage, kids, we have a lot of stuff going on. We're trying to get our life in order, so those things are pushed off a little until we can get ourselves going in the right direction. Do you live far from your family? Why did you move away? I do live far from my family. I moved away because I didn't feel happy there. Not because my family is terrible or anything, but I just knew I didn't want to settle there, and I wanted a different atmosphere and a different place. And also I wanted to go to school other than in Michigan, and then I just ended up staying away from Michigan. So did you read a book? Do you think about writing a book? I think I mentioned this in my other question and answers. I am in the process of writing a women's studies book. I have been for 5 years. If your life could be in any of the TV series or shows, which one would you choose? Okay, 100% Gossip Girl, because I'm Gossip Girl obsessed. I would love to be filthy rich like those friggin' people and be able to wear those clothes and have like people dress me and do my hair and style me and do my makeup, and I would just love it. And it's New York, and I love New York. Number one, do you believe in God? Are you religious? Are you going to church? I haven't been to church in a while, and that's something I really need to get back to because I used to go 2 to 3 times a week. I do believe in God. I was raised Catholic, and I consider myself non-denominational Christian now. And I do talk to God, and I do pray, not necessarily every day. I should. It calms my nerves, and it really helps with my anxiety, to be honest. Are both of your parents Polish? Where are they from? Have you ever been to Poland? Both my parents are Polish. I am a mutt. Here we go. My dad's mother was English, Irish, Scottish, and Sioux Indian. My grandfather on my dad's side was French Canadian and Cherokee Indian. My mom's mom is Polish, that's it. She's the only one that's one thing. And my mom's father is French and German and something else. So as you can tell, I'm a ton of things. Are you well-traveled? I am not well-traveled. I have only been to Canada a handful of times. No other countries. I don't have a passport. Top 3 countries you would like to visit. I would like to visit France. I would like to visit Greece and Israel. I've always wanted to go to Israel. I really have. And last question. This is the longest question and answer video. 3 things you want to do before you die. Okay. First thing, 100%, have a child, even if it's just one. I just want to be a mother, I guess we'll say that. I want to be a mother. I want to publish a book. Hopefully the book I've been working on for a very long time. And third, it's just going to be general, but it's true. I just want to live a happy life. I like stress-free, carefree, happy life. I just want to, when it's my time, to sit back and think about my life and say, you know what, you may have struggled and you may have went through a lot of hard times, but in the end, you really lived a happy, carefree life. And that's what I want. So that is my last question. I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, I feel like this is like all the videos together is like an hour of questions with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have other questions, just comment below and I'll respond to you. All right? I'll talk to you later.